What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the other side of the Firewall podcast, where we talk about the latest and greatest of cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon Times.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? So, welcome to another great week of cybersecurity, right? So we have a lot to talk about when it comes to infrastructure. But if you have not already, I keep plugging last week's Ask Us His Piece. Definitely go ahead and tune in for that one. It was with Yvonne Rivera. She is the CEO, CISO, and co-founder of CyberMite. So really good conversation. Definitely check that one out. And then I don't believe we have anything scheduled for this week just yet. I'm trying to get someone, but then we have several after that, right? So definitely seem to tune in. We appreciate your support. Without further ado, I'll give it to Shannon.
All right, everybody. So this article actually comes from executivegov.com, written by Jerry Peterson. And the title of it is Lumen reports 4,000, yes, 1,000% year-over-year increase in DDoS attacks against government, right? So we talk about this all the time about, these hackers out here that want to find a juicy target, right? Guess what the juicy target is? Department of Defense, right? Like it's the U.S. government, Department of Defense, those three-letter agencies, things of that nature, right? So, they have here in this report they released of the 1,000 largest distributed denial of service attacks that were mitigated by Lumen Technologies in the fourth quarter of 2023. Nearly 70% were aimed at the government, right? That's what their report just said. 70% were aimed at the government, right? So in the fourth quarter of 2023, it was 163% quarterly increase in DDoS attacks against the government, right? Which was a 4,000% increase year over year. So we've talked about it before in this show, right? So the first thing coming in when it comes to like some type of war or something like that kicking off, it's not bombs and bullets, right? It's not submarines pulling up off the coast, you know what I mean, launching missiles and things like that. It is going to be cyber warfare. Like we've seen it happen already. A couple years ago, Russia did the same thing when they went into Ukraine, right? We see China doing it as they test the waters. I'm not saying they're at war with anyone, so to speak. They're testing the waters, but cyber warfare is something that they're doing, right? Like this is going to be the way of the future, right? It makes sense because we have such a reliance on technology, that cybersecurity be the way we go, or the way any country goes, and softening up a target before they go in there and actually start dropping bombs and firing bullets and putting boots on the ground, right? But yeah, this is a crazy, like 4,000% year over year. Like that is astonishing to me when I read that, right? So, and again, the government, they are a soft, I'm not gonna call them a soft target, but they are the target you want, right? Like it's one of those things where they're a prime target for these attacks because, these countries want to come in if they want to extort anything, or if they want to spy, or if they want to gather information, right? We accuse China all the time of intellectual property theft, things of that nature, right? So this is what they're going to do. They're going to go in, they're going to do these attacks, they're going to soften up a system, bring things down, right? Distributed denial of service, it brings things down to the point where, okay, when you're trying to figure out, okay, how do we get it back up? What's going on with this DDoS? They could be doing something else in the background, right? It could be a two-pronged attack. They could be trying to infiltrate while they're bringing things down, right? So it's just something that we have to understand, that as you become a powerful nation as we are, right, and as we so claim to be publicly, these are the different things you have to face, right? Like, and this is where you have to invest money into the protection for these things. We can't be like some of these private companies and just get rid of the cybersecurity guardrails, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is a damning report, man. It really is. So the Lumen is doing their part, right, when it comes to mitigation, but they're like, hey, 70% of it is aimed at the government, and this is going to be the way going forward, right? There's no way around this, that them being a target is going to be avoided in the future. It's just how it is, right? Especially as the government keeps growing, right? Keeps getting larger and larger. They keep adding more segments to it, more things. In the previous episode, we talked about CISA, and what they're doing in way of cybersecurity. Like, why not go at CISA, right? Like, it is one of those things, because we see how much they're trying to prevent things from happening from a cybersecurity advantage. So when you put your face out there as, hey, we're helping against cybersecurity, you become a target, You know what I mean? So that it's just the way of the world, and this is what we have to look forward to. Is this is the way forward, you know? But Ryan, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff if you have not done so already. Um, yeah, that number did surprise me. I was like, that's extra zero. I didn't expect. It's kind of ludicrous to think that not only that the government is being targeted so much, but that it's that resilient. Like it actually surprised me. I was like, I'm surprised we haven't had more network outages and things of that nature, just being bombarded as much as we are. That goes to show again resilience, but also that you got to put your money where your mouth is. So all these initiatives where they're dropping money, you might want to start to look at increase that over time, because that is astronomical. Like it's almost as though a whole quadrant of the internet is just aimed at the government to shut it down. That's pretty ridiculous. Like before this article popped up, there was another one I was going to share with the group chat, but it was recently debunked, where it said that there was 3 million smart toothbrushes used in a DDoS attack. That one was recently debunked, but it's IoT devices, right? Like if it's smart, it can be weaponized. So just think of how many more devices are always being manufactured that are communicating with the internet.
But because we do this every week, it was believable to you, right? You were
Oh
like, yeah,
yeah,
I know
yeah.
this because of IoT devices. I talk about this all the time, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, man, that's crazy. But it was quickly debunked, luckily, and saying like, no, that did not happen. But it could. That is a thing that could happen in the future if we're not careful. But again, it shows that it shows that the government it can't sleep. It can't be like you said, it can't take off the guardrails. It can't defund these cybersecurity initiatives. All of the initiatives that are currently rolling with the trusted internet connection 3.0. So take 3.0, the IP6 migration, because IPv4, I always have issues getting that one out. Um, uh, is exhausted, right? Like we have to migrate over to IPv6, and then with that comes a host of new security vulnerabilities and things of that nature when we move over. It's just we have to continue to improve our infrastructure. We have to continue to get off of these legacy protocols and things of that nature. Like you can't have your Windows ME and XP out there, right, on government systems, and you can't have outdated or end of life edge devices. Like with the whole Avanti thing that just happened, those are not end of life, but you saw CISA quickly said, "Hey, you have 3 days." either either come down off this equipment, patch it, or you're getting shut down. Like we can't afford to have these vulnerabilities out there. So we're getting quicker with these initiatives. We are rolling out, I guess, more updated and stronger security is what we're going for with the migrations and the changes. Um, but it just goes to show that it's absolutely necessary. Like all these things have to take place within the next few years, or they'll bring us down. Like just from sheer volume, right? It's a attack through attrition. So we have no choice but to continue these initiatives. So it's good to see that we are doing that. It's good to see that we're capturing, recording it. Also, I should say it's also good to see that we're doing a lot of cloud migration. So like your Microsofts, your AWS, your Google and Oracle, they're a little bit more robust when it comes to this. They're able to take the brunt a little bit better. So like the transfer of on-prem to cloud is also absolutely necessary, because that is the future. It's more robust. It's more what is it? Scale and elasticity. So uh, all these initiatives are absolutely necessary in order to continue to protect our federal government resources. So we will see what the future holds. Like hopefully next year is not 30,000%. Let's keep adding to zero to the attack surface. They just keep bombarding us. Because I mean, like again, like there's nothing every year. There's another billion IoT devices being manufactured. So then you have another weapon to attack systems. So we'll see what the future holds. But it's good to see that this again is being captured and we're actually doing something about it. So hopefully next year, when the budgets roll around, right, FY25 or whatever hits, there's more cybersecurity money being put out there, right? money where their mouth is. So yeah, so we'll see what the future holds. We'll keep reporting on things of this nature. Definitely continue to tune in throughout the week. So again, Monday, Tuesday are topics, Wednesday discussion. Thursdays will either be Ask Us SP or a throwback. I think this week will be a throwback, but after that, I have subsequent more Ask Us SPs lined up, and then Friday everything else. So movies, books, games, all that good stuff. Stay safe. Oh wait, I jumped. Tune into all things that go by our name. Hit me up personally whenever I write security guy. That's RYRY security guy. You can find me on LinkedIn, Clubhouse, Twitter, and Threads. Stay safe, stay secure.